Mob Vote 2021 is coming close, and we are all asking yourselves, which mob should we actually vote for? And there is actually one clear answer to this that everyone should be voting for and keeping on their list. But let's look at all the mobs first, and I assume you guys already saw all the Minecraft videos that came out about them. First up is the Glare. Now we will go in more detail when we move on to these mobs in more specifics. But this is the Glare. It kinda looks like grass, and it has a dark middle. It looks something like this. Next we have the Allay, which is similar to the Vex, but in this case it actually is blue, and I'm pretty sure it will be glowing. Yet we have not confirmed that yet, but as you can see, it is kinda similar to how the Vex is with the wings, and that it is a ghost. And then lastly we have the Copper Golem. Now the Copper Golem is basically like a miniature Iron Golem, but made out of copper, and we'll go through all the copper states. Also, these add-ons for Bedrock Edition were actually added by Raptor. So I will leave a link to his channel in the description so you can actually download these add-ons and play around with the new mobs. How these mobs act currently are just assumptions on how the game will actually add in these mobs. But remember, this may change when actual additions to the game come out. So these are not indefinite textures or indefinite actions. But anyways, let's get into it. First up is the Glare. Now the Glare is a special type mob that is actually attracted to dark spaces where mobs can spawn. Now this will be really useful for helping you actually light up areas. As you can see, if we spawn him right in here, he will actually want to move over to the darker areas. As you can see, if we spawn him over here, he'll actually start moving into darker areas where mobs will be able to spawn. Now he will just keep on moving in that direction to alert players where mobs can actually spawn so that they can actually light it up. Just like so. And then he'll move on to the next possible space. And this is what he'll roughly look like. So he will be great for helping you light up any builds or any caves that you go adventuring in. Next up is the Allay. The Allay is this blue ghost type, which is actually really cool. Now Allay is actually really like the note block, which actually gives use to the note block, because there's not much use besides for music. But as you can see, if we spawn an Allay right here, it will go instantly towards the note block. And you can obviously play it too, and they will just go around it. And if you actually drop items near them, or just click on them, it depends how Minecraft does this, they will pick it up and retrieve other items similar to it around the world. As you can see, if I throw some down here, the Allay will eventually make its way towards it. As you can see, if we go around it, it will start to go and pick up the items. And then it will drop it near where the note blocks are. But this may just be floor items, or it could possibly be chest items as well. It depends how far Mojang actually wants to go with this mob. And this also glows in the dark. As you can see, it's getting darker, but the texture is the same. Similar to the glow squid we had on the last mob vote. So that is pretty cool. Now they have obviously not confirmed that it will be glowing yet, but it is highly probable that it will be. Now finally moving on to the Copper Golem. You can actually craft it by using copper and I'm pretty sure a lightning rod. Now the crafting recipe for this add-on is just like this, plus in a lightning rod on top of the copper. It's like how you would make an iron golem, but in a crafting table with ingots and a lightning rod. But as you can see, you'll get one copper golem that will look something like this, because I doubt they would actually add the spawn egg in the game, and you can place him down. Now once you do, you'll actually want to randomly press buttons nearby him, and then he will move away. So as you can see, if we spawn a copper golem right over here, he'll go up to a button and push it, then walk away. Now he'll just do this randomly to any button that he will see. But this has to actually be a copper button, which will be added into the game afterward. Which we assume will be just one copper ingot to make the button. But it will be helpful to use only buttons for redstone randomization and other things like that. But which one is actually the best? Well, it's seeming to be like the Allay is the best option for this mob vote. as it adds the most potential use for the players in the game. The Allay will be helpful for picking up items around you, as to pick up a lot of items for chest sorting, and it might even be able to access those chests. And it is just a good looking mob in general. It will also give a use to note blocks, which I basically have no use to an average Minecraft player. So I think this would actually be a really useful mob to add. Whilst the other ones don't really add much, like the glare, it will show you where mobs can spawn, but that does not really matter, as you can use that with light levels already by pressing F3 and then testing the light level, or you could just go off your eyesight and just place it wherever it seems really dark. And with the new mod spawning features added in 1.18, mobs will actually spawn in way darker areas, so it will be obvious when mobs will actually be spawning, and they won't be spawning as frequently as they are now and in previous versions. And lastly, the Copper Golem. Now the Copper Golem is basically just useful for redstone, and not even that much within that aspect. As we can see, it will randomly just press copper buttons. But obviously that has not much uses besides for randomization. Now these copper golems also wear out over time, so you would have to make a new one every so often. As you can see, this one has fully oxidized and is frozen. If we break it out, it will not move since it is fully oxidized. And you're gonna have to make a new one, which will get very annoying after a while and reset all these redstone systems that you may have in place, making them pretty manual to actually do. But that's mainly why that Allay should be chosen for the next mob vote, as it is the most useful and practical mob that we should get in this vote. Whichever mob you actually like, it is a vote, so you can contribute in any way that you can. You don't have to vote for specifically this mob. And remember to be there to vote on October 16th, which is about a day from now when I am posting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, shout out to Raptor, which actually made these mods for Bedrock Edition, which are basically just add-ons, and they were really easy to download. Now I'll just link his channel in the description, and you can test these mobs out before the mob vote actually starts, so you can get a feel of how they will be. Remember that this is only an assumption on how they will act, and they might act differently during the actual addition to them in the game. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and remember to vote on the next mob vote, which is out tomorrow. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.